Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another episode of Gratitude and Gains on the Who You Know Show, where we're going to move our bodies, share our gratitude, our goals, and keep building our momentum. All right, so let's rock, let's roll, let's go. If this is your first time here, I want you to check in with me in the chat. Just put a 1 in the chat. I'd love to welcome you. If this is not your first time, if you've been here before, thank you for joining, and I'd love for you to put a 2 in the chat, and I'd love to give you a shout out as well. But let's go ahead and dive on into it. This morning, I was going through my gratitude and my goals, and I wrote down a few things I'd love to share with you. So one of the first things that I wrote down was I'm grateful for all of the breakthroughs that just keep coming, spiritually, mentally, and creatively. I've got a lot of things flowing right now, which is amazing, and I'm just super, super, super grateful for that. This past weekend, I got to spend some time at AI Marketing World, and I got to give a table talk there about podcasting and the different things that are going on in the podcasting world with AI. And it was a great reminder that technology can be a tool for good when it's guided by purpose, right? So all of these tools, they can be used for good or they can be used for bad. And, you know, we'll see what's to come in this world of AI. But for now, if you focus and put your intention on it, right now can be an amazing opportunity. I kind of look at it as like a gold rush. People can use this for good and to help solve problems in this world. And they can make a lot of money. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make. And the more problems you solve, the more money you're going to make. And so if you can help people solve problems, it can be a tool for good when it's guided by purpose. So I think that's amazing. And I was, really just blown away by all of the different things going on in the AI world. So many ideas. And I'm going to be implementing some of that coming very soon. Super excited about that. A couple other things I wrote down that I'm grateful for the peace that comes from stillness. Sometimes you got to take the time to just slow down and reflect and listen for God's direction before you just start rushing into the next big idea. And I'm totally guilty of this. It's the squirrel, right? Like I'm always got something going on and there's a new idea. And that's the thing is there's an abundance of ideas. There's always more ideas. There's always more I could be doing. And oftentimes I'll get distracted by some new shiny idea. And sometimes, the stillness, you got to be still and quiet and understand what direction that God wants you to move into and ask the questions, where do you want me to go? What direction do you want me to go? And move forward with intention and focus. Otherwise, you're just going to get distracted because there's just so much. So especially, again, when I went to AI Marketing World, it was like just so much going on. And all positive, all amazing. It's like I could do so many things, which is great. And on one end, it's like you get this dopamine hit of like optimism and like, wow, just your eyes are opened to all the possibilities. And then it can easily flip from optimism to overwhelm because you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Like, I can't do it all, right? And so that happens to me a lot of times at these conferences where I go from like super optimism, like, whoa, this is amazing. And then you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much. I don't even know where to start. You know what I mean? The important thing is that you take time, slow down, reflect, write things down. And when I go to a conference like that, I like to circle, like, what's that aha moment, that one big thing that you're going to implement immediately. And you have to implement these things within a 72-hour period, or at least start taking forward momentum, because otherwise the chances of you ever implementing are actually zero. So you got to start somewhere, one step at a time, one day at a time. Speaking of one day at a time, super excited. Another thing I wrote down, I'm grateful for. I am almost now at 1 month without cigarettes, 28 days, no smoking. So I'm super excited about that as well. And, you know, it's something that I didn't think I could do, honestly. But one day at a time, again, one day at a time. And here we are. All right. So the scripture I read this morning was Isaiah 6. And what I wrote, my takeaway here was Isaiah encountered God's glory. And he didn't just stand there in awe, that he responded. And it said, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send?' And I said, 'Here I am, send me.'" And my takeaway there was that God's not just looking for the most talented. He's oftentimes looking for the person that's going to say yes, right? Who's willing to just stand up and say, "Hey, here I am, send me." You know, and so it's not always the most qualified, the most talented. You know, it's the person that's willing. And so that was my takeaway from Isaiah 6. I also read a devotional out of Jesus Calling. So today was about taking time to be still in my presence. The more hassled you feel, the more you need this sacred space of communion with me. And so, again, my takeaway there was about clarity and stillness, and that peace is the foundation for purpose. Peace, right? When you have stillness, you're able to get quiet, you're able to reflect, take time, don't be rushed. We're in this world where things are just go, 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 go. And, you know, take some time. Don't be so rushed. Turn off the devices. You know, these things are a big distraction. So, some personal reflection here. Again, as I was going through AI marketing world, my head was spinning. New ideas, AI arbitrage, custom GPTs, video avatars, creating SaaS models and automations. And geez, I think I created 3 new businesses in my mind. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, oh, there's a new business. Oh, there's a new business. Oh, there's a new business. I'm like, I'm going to be a bazillionaire. But the truth of the matter is, there's only so much time in a day. And you can get so distracted. I could go down this rabbit hole, You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, nothing's getting accomplished because I'm juggling too much. And I do that often. That's something I do. So I'm having to say, wait a minute, time out, pause, reflect, take time, be still. What is going to fit in alignment? What can I actually implement immediately to get the most bang for my buck? Again, it's easy to get overwhelmed with all these opportunities, guys. But what I'm learning is that God doesn't bless scattered energy. All right? We got to be focused. So today, my focus is to pause, pray, and pick one. All right? I'm taking all my notes. I'm going to circle one or two, the most important, most impactful takeaways, and I'm going to start implementing those with intention right away. Because I will say this much, in the world of AI, you can't sleep on it, guys. You cannot sleep on this right now. All of y'all listening to me right now, you need to get with the program. I'm going to tell you, because AI is going to steal your lunch. Okay? AI is here to steal our lunch, y'all. For real. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is coming. It's not even coming. It's here. And it's stealing everybody's lunch. And you're either going to use it or it's going to use you. And it's going to come take your lunch. I'm just saying. So we got to get with the program. If you're out there, working in more of a corporate environment, you're an employee of a company and doing things, you got to start using it too. Figure out, you might just have a job where it's you're not an entrepreneur, you're not a business owner, you're just kind of working a job, and it doesn't matter. Your job's, it's coming for your lunch too. It's coming for your lunch. Your job's going to be obsolete. Okay? And so what I'm trying to tell you is I need everybody to wake up on that one. Wake up, wake up, wake up. There's something out here ready to take your lunch. And if you're not careful, you'll be out of a job. And so I'm going to tell you, start using it. Start getting creative with it. Start just playing around, dabble around with it, because what I have noticed is this. I'm watching people become very creative, which is amazing. This is a beautiful thing about AI. I will say this. I believe this, that we are created in our Father's image, and our Father is a creator, right? So if we're created in our Father's image and our Father is a creator, then we have been given the gift of being creative. We are creative people. Anything that we think, anything we can put our mind to, we can create. We've done it time and time again, right? Mankind creates things. It's what we do, okay? However, I will say this. Some people, that gift is really strong because they use it all the time. They're more creative thinkers. They're those outside the box thinkers. They're just always creative. And some people, they have that gift, but they're not working it out. They're not, it's a muscle, and it's like they're not working it out. But the beauty of this, what I'm seeing right now of AI, is that people are starting to use that creative juices again. They're starting to flex that muscle a little bit because it's easy, right? And so they're getting inside of ChatGPT and they're playing around and they're doing things that, like, it's making it a lot easier. And so you're seeing people write books. You're seeing people, creating content. You're seeing people do things that they wouldn't have done before because the barrier to entry was so high. And so now the barrier to entry into these things is a lot lower. And so people are getting creative again, which I love that. And, people are starting businesses and people are doing all kinds of things that they wouldn't have before. So on one end, it is taking jobs. What I want you to know is that it's coming to steal your lunch. But what you need to do is you need to get creative and figure out how you can use it to go build something else. So this is a beautiful thing if you use it in the right way, because it can get you out of your 9-to-5 corporate job and into running your own business. What's your dream? What's the thing that's inside of you? I'm sure you have a dream. I'm sure your dream when you were a kid was not to go work for someone else, in their job and to build their business. I'm sure you had some dream. And now, if you're creative, you can go create that. They're talking about one-person businesses where it's fully automated, fully AI, and I think it was Sam Altman said the first $1 billion one-man show is going to come from AI, where it'll be a fully automated billionaire, one-man show, which is like, when you think about it, it's like, oh my gosh, crazy. Anyways, all I'm saying, guys, is I want you to wake up. AI is here, and it's crazy. We're living in crazy times, but it can be crazy good or crazy bad. That's the choice that's up to you. All right? Whether you think you can or think you can't, either way, you're right. So it's either going to take your job, or it's going to set you free. One or the other. You're going to go create an empire with it. Choice is up to you, So anyways, again, my focus today is to start implementing some of the notes that I took. Pick one or two areas that that really fit in with what I'm doing and align with what I'm already currently doing. So it's not going to take away, but it's going to add to, make things more efficient for me, and help me to spread my message out there and get it out there to more and more people. So I'm excited about that. And to start implementing with intention. So, guys, here's just a couple things that you can do. First is to be still. All right? Before action comes alignment. You need to be still. You need to be aligned. You need to know where you're going. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, filter for impact. Right? Not every idea is meant for right now. Gosh, you don't even know. This one is for me. This one is for me. I got all these ideas all the time. I mean, I was talking to my business partner, Mark, not long ago, and I was like, oh, got this idea. It's going to be a game changer. And then I was like, you know how many times I say that? I say that all the time. I got so many ideas. It's crazy. But not every idea is meant for right now. So filter for impact. All right. And then follow through in faith. All right. Start small, start consistent. All right. And let God multiply. That's what God does. God's a multiplier. So let God do that. And I want you guys to do this. Here's some action I want you to take. Take inventory of all the good ideas that you've collected recently. I want you to circle one that aligns with your purpose and commit to taking one small step towards it today. Just one small step. All right. So my goals for today, pretty simple. Type up all my notes. Actually, I don't even have to type up. I use AI for that. But get my notes situated from AI Marketing World. Circle one or two of the most actionable insights to start implementing. Spend time still in prayer and reflection, and really invite God into the process. See what God is speaking to me and through me. and then stay disciplined in my studies. Series 65, I'm getting pretty close, y'all. I'm getting close. Every day I'm getting closer, so excited about that. So I can check that one off the list. But a couple questions I have for you guys. I got a few questions I'd love to know for you. What's one idea that's been on your heart lately that you haven't started because of overwhelm? You don't even know where to start, right? What's one idea of opportunity that you've had that you haven't started because you're overwhelmed, right? Think about that. And then how can you simplify your focus and take one faithful step today? How could you take one step today? All right. I want you to think on that. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. All right, guys. Hopefully this episode has been somewhat encouraging, uplifting, and maybe opened your eyes a little bit. There's things coming. AI is coming to steal your lunch. You can either let it or you can use it to start your own, start your own thing. So again, hopefully this has been encouraging. Share this message out with somebody who needs to see it, somebody that needs to hear it. And let me go ahead and see who we got in the chat with us. Let's see, let me pull this up and we'll do some chatting in here. We got new mail. All right, let's go. These are some funny comments right here. All right, so we said, dude, you look stunning. Appreciate that. All right, appreciate that. Been working on it. All right, been working on it. But then some of the other comments, damn, save some ladies for the rest of us. Oh my God. You look AI generated. That's awesome. Nope, not AI generated. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. It's good to see someone who's actually grateful for things and isn't just greedy. Absolutely. I mean, look, I'm trying to get mine too, all right? I'm trying to get my piece of the pie, all right? That's the point. I'm not trying to be greedy, but there's a pie out there. There's some food to eat, all right? And I'm not trying to have AI come steal my lunch. I'm trying to eat my lunch. I'm hungry. I don't know about you. I'm not greedy. I'm just hungry. So love that. This is what is so interesting to me. I'm noticing this now twice. When I go in vertical format, this was a takeaway I had just the other day. When I go in live vertical, boom, YouTube shows up. We got YouTube in the house. What is up, YouTube? We got Aiden. Good to see you. Hello. We got Drew Harper in the house. So what is the comment here? So Drew says, so do you want me to profit off of the surplus of other people's labor? Do you want me to profit? I don't know about you specifically, Drew, but listen, the way it works is this. When you are able to provide a product, a service, a solution that can make other people's life easier, you deserve a profit. And if you're taking on all the risk as a business owner, you've got employees and staff and paying business expenses and all the things, right? You're taking on all the risk, then absolutely you should profit, right? And here's the deal. But I do say people over profit. People over profit. And what's interesting is if you put people first, it's the law of reciprocity. Like profit just ends up being kind of the end result a lot of times. Not all the time, but a lot of times. So people over profit, remember that. And profit just comes with it. So I love that. We got Juan in the house. What's Juan say? Woke up to take a what? I want to go to the gym now. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Juan. Okay, all right. Well, good morning to you too. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love that. We got cinnamon rolls in the house. Cinnamon roll. Love it. Hello, good morning to you. And then I see Tom over there on Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That is so funny. This is what I've noticed about the algorithm. This is the third time, so I'm going to call it. When I go live vertically versus horizontally, because I think I can even switch it. Can I switch it midstream? No, I can't switch it midstream. That's okay. But when I go horizontal versus, when I go vertical versus horizontal live, YouTube shows up. So they show it to YouTube for whatever reason. So that's good for me to know. I mean, I wasn't realizing that. I was going horizontal live in YouTube, and it was like, ain't nobody there. I'm like, hello, YouTube, where you at? So now y'all are showing up. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, guys. Well, hopefully, again, this episode has been encouraging in some kind of way. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day. Tom, thanks for showing up. Cinnamon roll, Juan, Drew in the house. Good morning, Olivia. New mail. I don't know what your name is, but new mail. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day. And we will see you tomorrow. Let's rock.